Good afternoon, my friends. It's Krebs here, and today we're going to be doing a 4 vs 4 on the map Steel Freaking Pact. I feel like we have never done this one before, but to be honest with you guys, I'm not actually sure. Have we done it before? You guys got to clue me in, because you obviously know my cast better than I do myself, but if we have never done this map before, as in a replay, I know we've done live games, but I'm not sure about replays, then here we go. This is what you guys requested. I asked on the Facebook page yesterday, what would you guys like to see for a cast tomorrow? 1v1s, 2 vs 2s, 3 vs 3s, or 4v4s? And I saw an overwhelming majority saying 4v4s. And it just goes to show, I think the majority of people that play this game actually prefer playing 4v4s. I guess maybe because there's more explosions, there's more body parts flying about, there's more units on the field. Maybe that's why you guys prefer it, but hey ho. Krebs is on a little bit of a timetable schedule today. I'm going to be getting work started in about just over an hour, or just about an hour actually. So, I need to get this replay started here and quick! And I still need to take a freaking shower. Oh my god, what is wrong with you, Krebs? Doing everything so last minute, you procrastinator, you. Alright, so we're at the 5-second mark, and we're going to be getting started in 3 seconds. So in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and on we go to another very exciting matchup in the Company of Heroes Battlefield. So we've got a clan matchup today, 2 clans versing each other. We've got the TAW and the FOG clan, so let's go ahead and introduce players. We've got for 1 the Wehrmacht, FOG So None Nicht, whatever that means, FOG Panzer X as a Panzerlead, FOG Nevix as a Panzerlead, and also J Cricket as a Wehrmacht. Over in the ally side, we've got Tomato Soup for You as one of the Brits. We've got Green Berets, TAW Green Berets as the Americans. We've also got Waterland as the Americans, and Practice Account 1 as the Americans. That is evil. If you're going to be playing basic match, you might as well put your your basic match level on the line rather than saying practice account, I don't want to lose my level, blah 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 blah. Come on, it's a freaking clan match. Put something on the line. It makes it more exciting, anticipating. Okay, so right, how are we gonna get this cast started off? Should we explain what's going on the field? Should we talk about Company of Heroes 2? Should I ask you how your guys' day is going? I think we'll start in reverse order. I hope your guys' day is going fine. Krebs on timetable, as I was saying. Company of Heroes 2, if you don't know already, is going to be coming out on the 25th of January. The beta is meant to be starting up soon. Don't ask me exactly when, because I won't tell. But it's meant to be starting soon. And yeah, let's get on to talking about the actual show. Alright, so we've got a bunch of, a mixture of factions. So we've got every single faction. The Brits, the PE, the Americans, the Wehrmacht, all in force, all present on the field. Look at what we've got already going down. This is actually pretty damn smart. I've never thought of this myself, but putting down barbed wire along the middle stretch over here, preventing your enemy from going into that door on the left-hand side over here. They can still come in from the right, but it's going to be a longer distance to actually come in and do that if you're poaching from this angle. Interesting stuff. I like that. Never thought of that. That's a good idea. Stuff you can already apply to your own games. Okay, so we've got a lot of hot action going around the field. This is one thing you're going to have to bear with me, guys, okay? It's a 4 vs 4 freaking game. There is a lot going along the field, and it's going to be hard to comment on all of it. We've already got the infantry section, the Raycon squad, missing the sniper on retreat, because when it's on retreat, it has a 50% chance of hitting it, so unfortunately, it was the worst of the two. It missed, rather than hitting. And so, unfortunately, he got away. We've got the Brits positioned down over here on the right-hand side. Look where the HQ is, providing good coverage of the front line to reinforce from, not only the Brits, but also the Americans. They're putting down a casualty clearing center right over there. They've got a mortar that's going to be providing a lot of harassment. Sniper out from the Americans. Going to be picking off guys left and right. We've got the Wehrmacht, or the PE with the Panzer Grenadiers, firing away at this wee tower of a building, trying to dislodge the engineers out of there. Get the hell on out of there. We don't like how you're overlooking our position. That's what they're saying at the moment to them, the Americans. But the Americans just having a grand old time in there watching the football, the NFL, I guess. They don't want to move out of there. Oh, look, that's one. That's one already gone. That's Joe Bob gone. And so, we've got the PE on a slight retreat. They're not going to I don't think they're going to have much luck against 2 infantry sections here, especially when there's a lieutenant nearby. Come on, lieutenant, you shouldn't be capturing like that at the front line. You're going to be dying quite quickly here if you're going to be doing that. You have to retreat, I think. Yeah, you should have retreated. You should have freaking retreated. Lesson learned the hard way. So lieutenant going down, that's something you don't want to let happen. So whilst all the skirmishing is going down, it looks like the Axis have pretty much lost it. The Brits and the Americans have managed to push forward, and it's probably due in part to this mortar being here, the harassment that it can bring down, and the fact that the Brit HQ is right on the front line. Steel Pact is an absolute hell to play when you are the Axis. And why, you might ask? It can be anything. It could be Brits that are playing on it, the Allies playing on it, the Allies, the Americans, the Brits, they will always have an advantage on Steel Pact. Always, always, always. I don't care if you disagree with me on that. It's true. Allies have an advantage on this map. Brits definitely do because they can park down their HQs towards the center line. It's because this map is small. It's because the map is small and all the combating is essentially near the front doorsteps of everyone. So it's common knowledge that the Americans, for example, have a good early advantage over the Axis than in the later game. And just for that reason, the Axis can actually get pushed off of the map early game in Steel Pact. And if you get pushed off of Steel Pact, or pushed off of the center, for example, then, well, they're pretty much fighting at your base, and it's hard to push out of your base again. So that's why the Allies have an advantage, and I hope you can agree with me there, because it is true. It definitely is true. Okay, so over here on the left-hand side, we've got the Wehrmacht taking up positions inside the building over here, but look at this flank that's coming in here with the Flame Engineers and also the Riflemen. So if anything, the MG needs to get out, but he's a bit staunchy about it. He's a bit stubborn, and he doesn't want to get out. Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess he's going to die now instead. If you can't get him out, burn him out. And look at that! He's coming out! What? He survived! You having a laugh? You actually having a laugh? He's having a laugh. This guy is having a laugh. I can't believe... Ooh, I'm speechless. I can't believe he survived that, but he did. Fair enough. Look what we've got down along the field. Panzer Elite putting down a forward HQ here. It's not the Wehrmacht putting the forward HQ, and you know why? Because they're being healed on up. It's the Panzer Elite. As soon as they get the defensive operations and they put down a forward HQ, they can heal on the front line. So at least that's a sort of counter against this. What the Brits are doing on this side. At least the Axis can do a little bit of it, reinforce, and also heal nearby. The nice thing is, Panzer Elite have free healing. It's not like the Brits who have to activate it with munitions cost. Was it 25 or 30 munitions, something like that? It's all free. It's all free. It's all good. You just have to upgrade it. Okay, so overall the map is split down the center line. It looks like there's a Mexican standoff over here with the Axis and the Americans. Over on the right hand side, let's catch up with what's been going on here. We've got the FOG snipers out in the field. The Panzer Elite has gone for mortar half tracks. You can see that. Cricket has gone from his T1 up to T2. He's the one with the snipers. Panzer Elite has just gone for the Kampfgruppe company, not leapfrogging up to anything else. He's just got those mortars there. Maybe he's getting them in direct response to the mortar that the Brits have. Maybe he wants to destroy it somehow, or maybe he wants to, I don't know. Mortars can always be nice as long as you got the infantry pinned down, if you do. Oh, they're trying to go in for another shot here. Look at them. They're chancers. They are chancers. And so the Brits going to be retreating to fight another day, but it's not like they're falling back very far. They're only falling back a few yards down the line, and they're going to be able to get back onto the field relatively quick here. So if anything, the Brits have an upper hand. Just look how firm and solidified their base is compared to the lines of the PE. They've got craters blowing up, they've got damaged vehicles, injured men. It'd be nice to repair that this railway line over here so they can cross it. But anyway, look at what's going on. We've got an M10 coming out for Green Beret. That's the other teammate that's fighting on this side for the Allies, taking out the mortar half-track on its push-up forward. And the mortar half-track over here gonna be nearing death as well. I think he's just waiting so he can take out this mortar half-track. It's gone! And now he's gonna be taken out. Now he's gonna be taken out. Yeah, there we go. He's out of control. Can't do anything. Waiting for the demise. Over here, we've got the Panzer Elites relocating, it seems to be, onto the right-hand side. Maybe they feel comfortable enough to leave the left-hand side. Maybe they feel like we've concreted enough. We've cemented down the side, and now we can start moving elsewhere. Maybe they're not going to be stretching over all the way to the right-hand side. Maybe they just want to move a bit onto the middle, where the Allies were capturing the VP. So this is a VP match as well. I think it's important to mention that. A lot of times people will play 4v4 and they won't even bother with VPs. A lot of times people won't even bother with VPs at all, and no matter what amount of peoples are in the game. That's usually the average life of a basic matcher. But there's VPs in this Steel Pact match. As you can see, there's VP over here in the middle and also towards the other side as well. A lot of 4v4 maps have 5 VPs on it, but this one doesn't, just due in fact because it's such a small map. So look at that, M8 going out. The Axis on the left hand side seeming to fare better than the ones on the right hand side. And here comes the blob. The blob, the blob, the blob. Look at it! Look at it! It's kind of funny because as much as we complain of oh, the Brits and their blobbing, the Americans and their blobbing, it's kind of true, but the Panzer Elite and the Wehrmacht can blob up as well. Look at that. Can you say that it's a lack of skill? Yeah, a little bit. Can you say that it's a mechanic of the game? Most definitely. I mean, if you think about it, it is definitely a mechanic of the game. Oh my god. These guys are just getting strafed like crazy here. Whole pile of them. It's definitely a mechanic of the game because the Brits, for example, they get bonuses with having lieutenants nearby. And usually if you're going to maximize your bonuses, then you want to keep all your infantry together. That promotes blobbing. Panzer Elite promotes blobbing because they can get group Zeo. Their guys work more effective when they're near each other, and so promotes blobbing, right? Look at that. Happy times. Snipers over here want to kill these snipers. They just revealed them momentarily and they're like, oh, don't have to be afraid of them. They're all the way back there. We're going to get off some shots. But overall, the Axis have been pushed off of this side. Oh, dear me. One sniper of the Americans going on down over here. Look at that. He didn't even see what was coming at him. He's like, oh, stop. Stop it. Yeah, indeed. And now we've got some artillery coming down on top. Oh, man. I know what the American wants to do. He wants to call down a recon run, reveal the snipers, and counter-snipe. If you don't know already, recon run only momentarily reveals snipers. It's only momentarily. It doesn't do it for a long period of time. It's just this when it's passing on over, it actually reveals them. And that's usually not long enough for your sniper to counter snipe the enemy snipers. Okay, so let's take a look at where this artillery is coming down from. That is Tomato Soup with the 25 pounder. Still happy days for him over here. You can see how solidified it is. Even happy days because he's got tank traps placed in front of his base that the Axis have so fondly and kindly put down for them. Sniper is still waiting for his opportunity to make a strike. Over here. Yep, there he goes. Look at that. Oh! Right in between them. Right between the kisser. See that recon run? It reveals him for a little bit of time, but it's not a long time. Be careful. Oh! Oh, yes. What the hell was that? Are you... What the hell was... What the heck was that? I think he was trying to use the Goliath to blow up the sniper, but I'm guessing he must have been thinking that the sniper was going to be there in the middle, but it wasn't. You should try to... You shouldn't just waste 125 munitions like that. What you should do is try to at least reveal the sniper, find out exactly where he is, then do something. Oh! Oh my god! This sniper is having such sad times. This sniper is having the worst day of his life. Revealing these snipers so frequently and still missing right between them. Oh, ah! You can imagine the frustration. Okay. It seems like the Axis are having a good time over here. The Americans, not really a great time on that side. So at least it's kind of even. Oh. I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen to these snipers. I think these snipers are the stars of the show at the moment. You want to see what's gonna happen with their inevitable fate. With stuff happening this close, it's bound to be that one is gonna be killed eventually. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening over here in this Wehrmacht base. We've got one Wehrmacht who's gone for T2, T4, and then we've got Logistic Company and then Panzer Support Command for this guy over here. You can see the Hotchkiss out in the field. Hotchkiss is so freaking rare to actually see in a game. A lot of people don't usually get Hotchkisses because they feel that they're underpowered. The cannon isn't the most powerful. It's a little pea shooter.
Enemy unit down.
Massive artillery coming down. And it can also get Stukas, but it's expensive to actually upgrade, and they only get 4 Stukas rather than the 6 that you get on the half-track of the Wehrmacht. I have no idea what these guys are doing. Look at this. They're running straight on into artillery. Ah! They're not learning their lesson. How many guys are they going to have to lose? Look at it! They're losing even more. How daft can you be? You just lost a whole bunch of manpower reinforcing your guys and just keeping them in the midst of artillery. In fact, you even lost a freaking squad. Or maybe even 2 there. I don't know. Bad times, sad times as well. One thing that I do note here, and I don't see on the field, is a freaking medic bunker. Where the hell is the medic bunker by the Wehrmacht? And even the Americans as well. Americans, you're not going to be let off the hook here. But a medic bunker and a medic station, medic tent, whatever, is going to be good for both factions. Especially the freaking Wehrmacht and the PE. Because whenever your teammate is a PE and he has a lot of Panzer Grenadier squads, always get a medic bunker down. And I can't stress it enough. How much can I stress it? You'll trust me, just trust me on it. You will reap the benefits in the long term. Alright, well, we've got the full force of the Panzer Elite Blob coming back into effect over here. This building's about to go down as well. Ooh. It is close. It is close to going down. Yeah, there we go. Nobody's inside it, though. All these guys moving on up in one big swoop. More artillery coming down. It looks like it's one of the Americans' artillery. Yep, that's a howitzer right in the base. Firing right on across the field. And if anything, the Axis need to make a push now. They need to make a push. It's going to be a bit difficult with all these defensive lines. They need artillery of their own. Maybe that's why there's Hotchkisses out in the field. But they need to make a push. And the reason is because what's going on over here. Look at it. We've got assault coming in of upgun Shermans. Harassing the base over here. One Sherman going down because of the Panzerschrecks. And another one that's going to be moving on around the base. We've had Hetzers out in the field by the PE. So he went for his tank hunter doctrine. Not a bad choice. I guess he needed it, but then again the Hetzer's dead now, so can't be used. Oh man. Sherman's in hot pursuit. He thinks this is some sort of Need for Speed game. He's in hot pursuit trying to take out these mortars. One going down. And another one fleeing, cowering away. With no AT in sight. I mean, there's a Panzerschreck squad. A Panzerschreck squad, mind you. And the mortar half-track is just like giving up practically. Yeah, he's pretty much just... Okay, well he's moving around now. Come on! There we go! That's how you finish it off. But this is feeling hostile. This is definitely feeling hostile when you start having your opponents come into your base. It's such a shit feeling, isn't it? This game is sort of reminding me of that 4 vs 4 live game that I had at Seal Pact. Well, right in the beginning. We were pushed back to our base, and I was fighting on my front the entire time, near enough. Until the late game when we pushed back, but yeah, awful feeling, isn't it? Snipers! Snipers out in the field here, and they're picking off guys left and right. Man, bad times for the Panzer Elite. In fact, they're even shrekking their own buildings. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I suppose on the bright side, at least the Brits and Americans have been chased away. Brits only going half the distance over here. Left hand side, Let's check out what's going on. We've got some Panthers out in the field. 274 points on the scoreboard at the moment. 495 for the Wehrmacht. So the Axis have actually been doing good right on throughout. In terms of VPs, at least the Allies have been taking a toll on that. Man, strafing runs so close. You can imagine it going right in the heart of this and how much damage it would do. These guys, I think, not even going to be caring about the snipers. They just want to finish off this mortar so they can start moving out of the base. I'm going to take a quick drink of water here, guys. Oh, Krebs is casting. Indeed I am. Drinking this one water called Fruits and Vits. It's by this one company called, what is it, Purely Scottish. It's basically flavored water. It's quite nice. I don't know, like, what the hell is Krebs talking about water? It's just nice. Flavored water is nice. I love flavored water. If you ever have trouble, if people ever say, oh, you need to drink more water, you drink too much soda, you drink too much fizzy juice, flavored water is a good alternative if you want something with a bit of well, flavor behind it. Let's take a look at what's happening along the left-hand side. Look at all these guys. Knight's Cross, as brave as they are they going to be able to take us all on at the same time? Well, I don't think so. Let's follow Mr. Greyhound here. I'm just surprised that the Axis still haven't managed to push in on the Allies yet. The Allies have fortified this area so much with their machine gun emplacements. Not only in their base, but they put them on the front line as well. They've also got AT guns. And that's what they needed. They needed artillery to push in. They need naval werfers. And it's a shame, it's a goddamn big shame that the Axis, either they didn't go for Hummels or they didn't go for naval werfers. They have them now. It's a little bit late. But if they had the naval werfers out earlier, it could have helped. But look at this. Look at this. Happy days. Axis have been managing to actually push out on the right hand side. How long has this been taking now? It's been a little bit of time, hasn't it? Oh dear.
Enemy unit.
Oh! See, the funny thing is if he didn't retreat like that, maybe he would have had enough time to camouflage again. Yeah, it's losses that the Axis can't take at the moment because the Allies have so much to offer and push out on the field. Look at that. All this infantry, snipers. We've got a sniper with 17 kills on him, 6 kills on the other. It's a lot. And we've got FOG going for panzers. Interesting stuff. Panzers can mean a variety of things because people don't usually go for panzers. They either go for Panthers or they go for Ostwinds. And sometimes they will go for panzers and it can mean different things. They sometimes they want something in between a Panther and an Ostwind. So something that can take on infantry and still be good against tanks, and that's what the Panzer fills in, that role. And at other times it can be an act of desperation. As in, you don't have enough fuel to get a Panther, and you need to take out tanks, so you'll stop for a Panzer. So it really depends what could be going on through their minds. Hotchkiss is still not really doing anything. 4 kills on that one, 8 kills on that one. It's not terrible, but you know, for the amount of time they've been out in the field, still not really doing that much. Ostwind out over here. Look at that, all these sticky bombs coming out. And Knight's Cross going to be trying to sweep it on up. Can they finish it off? Nope, but it's immobilized. And that is one Ford HQ taken out, and another one wants to be taken out. But instead, Rifleman Squad are going to be going down. Look at that. That guy went flying. He did a little bit of a somersault, this American soldier here. Come on! What is up with the freaking... If you guys could see my face right now, if I have my webcam on, but it is just a face palm of extreme proportions. I'm face palming my face so much that my face is turning inverted right now. The amount of times that the Axis have actually run into artillery. You see the smoke on the frickin' field. I know you might be microing elsewhere, but this is why you use hotkeys. This is why you use hotkeys, so you can micro around the field and not have to care about losing sight of what's actually going on in the field. So That's frustrating.
Enemy unit down.
That's frustrating. Look at these guys. This is the full force, the brunt of the allies coming in here over on the right hand side. It looks like they're coming in with full power, full steam ahead, destroying the buildings, taking out some tanks at the same time. And we've even got a freaking officer out on the field. What? Does my eyes deceive me? It's not even that. It wasn't even that the HQ was destroyed. Because I mean, whenever you get reinforcements from when your HQ is destroyed, you get an officer with it. But I don't even think the HQ was destroyed, man. I think he just built an officer. And why? I mean, you can supervise the building. You can build stuff faster. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at FOG. Cricket over here. Okay, I think I know why. I think he went for manpower blitz. You get a big boost of manpower. It's about 900, is it? Yep, 900 manpower. And I guess he wanted to spam out units from the Wehrmacht corps as fast as possible. And look what he's doing. He's building snipers. Building them nice and quickly over here. So maybe the reason behind it is because he's afraid of the infantry. He wants to kill it. Oh dear. So much men. And I'm still gonna bring up this point, but where are the freaking medic bunkers on the field? We have not seen a single medic bunker except the casualty clearing center by the Brits. Haha, strafing run coming down. Such an opportunistic American this guy is. What is this? Oh my gosh, that is a creeping barrage, I think. Boom, and it's heading that way. Oh my god. Those guys stood no chance. And now another one's coming down. Look at this. Another one. Oh man. So this is how you can beat your American or Axis foes. Artillery them to shit. Honestly, actually I think that's one of the most brilliant ways of taking out Axis in the late game. Artillery. If you watch that one 4vs4 live game that we did, we ended up winning and we were Americans, and I can't really speak for the other people, but I can speak for myself. T-17s help so much in late game at stunning vehicles, and also artillery is so good at taking out late game vehicles of the Axis. So stunning and then getting artillery out on the same time, that is a combination that is for a win. That is a good combination for win. Alright, so we've got Panthers out on the field here. It's by FOG, So Nu Nicht, and Panzer over here by Panzer XX. So 4 Panthers out in the field. Wow, that was a lot of Panthers. Will this change the tide of war? I don't know. People say that Panthers can change the tide of war, and definitely they can. Taking out that Sherman anyway. Let's see what else is going to come out in the field. We got the Americans just bringing out everything in one big swoop. It'd be so freaking nice to see a V1 come down on these Americans when they're on retreat. And it's unfortunate that the Wehrmacht that one of them didn't go for terror. And in fact, one of them did go for terror. It's really nice to have a V1 right now. Drop it on top of retreating blobs. That can change the game entirely. But okay, we've got artillery coming down on top of these Panthers over here. Bunch of riflemen moving in. Look at this. 7 squads in total. 7 times 6. Do some quick maths, guys. That's 42. 42 men moving all together. In fact, there's going to be more of them. Propaganda war coming down to retreat some squads, but that didn't really retreat that much, did it? It only retreated a single flamethrower squad. What was the reason behind that? Was that a misclick? Was that a misclick? Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this. All these men in front of you. And the Axis are afraid. They're moving on back. He's taking his time with the damaged engine. He's not gonna be going anywhere fast. What these Rangers need to do is they need to come in from the side. Stickies could easily finish it. Oh man, these bazookas are not hitting anything. They're not hitting anything at all. And so it seems like the Axis are falling apart here. Yeah, but they can Bazooka's not going to penetrate the front armor at all. Unless they get some lucky hits here. Unless they, the roll of the dice is towards a higher penetration. Just bouncing, just bouncing. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. I mean, you've obviously got a little bit of skill. You obviously know that it takes more damage from the backside. It's just bouncing off every bazooka shot here. There we go. At last. At last being taken out. Now he's going to take his time. Okay. Thought he was going to take his time blowing up. Can we see some sticky bombs? Maybe? I'm not really seeing it at the moment. This stuff is barely defending against the American rifleman blob here. Barely defending against it. Oh shit, this thing is going to go down unless it's a glitch. Yeah. Instead it's going to take out its modules first. Don't reveal the side armor. Just shooting guys on the field because you can. There we go, that's gone. Right hand side is being finished off over here. It's the last defense. Last defense. This guy made an honorable defense, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. The VP's counting down now for the Wehrmacht. It's still not terrible. I've only lost about 104 right now. VPs. But I think overall in the unit war, it seems like the Americans just pounding away at them. Artillery, artillery, artillery. Over and over. And that's actually how you do it. The long-term impact of artillery in a game will be outstanding. And these guys are just retreating all the time, relocating, moving themselves farther and farther from the battlefield. And so as the time is whittling down now, the end of the game is nearing. Die. Well, there we go. That is the end of the game, guys. 30 minutes, almost 31 minutes for a 4v4. So you could say that the winner out of that one is the TAW clan, the TAW clan. Well done for beating the FOG clan on that match. Oh, jeez. What can you say about this this game? Well, as I was saying earlier on, allies will always have an advantage in this map in the early game. Just because they can just easily push off their opponents because of their early advantage. But I mean, we already discussed some things like, you know, no medic bunkers, preservation was a bit atrocious at times, especially due to artillery. That was so bad. Come on, that shouldn't happen. Micro a bit better. Use your freaking tactical map. Right hand side fell apart due to the close positioning of the Brits and their mortar just harassing. Whenever that happens, you just gotta, I guess, put everything that you have all towards on it. We've seen that the Wehrmacht were putting down tank traps and stuff, when I guess what they should have been doing was just using everything available to them to try and push off their opponents off the field. That's what they should have done. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this cast. Until next time, Krebs is gonna go take a shower.
Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.